Normally with Pixar movies or Disney movies, I find myself wanting to call my parents or grandparents after I come out of the cinema. This time with Onward, I wanted to call my brothers. That was new. Hey up guys, so today's film I'm reviewing is the latest Pixar movie Onward, which is directed by Dan Scanlan, the man behind Monsters University. Onward is set in a fantasy world of mythical creatures. The story is about two elf brothers called Ian and Barley Lightfoot, who are voiced by Tom Holland and Chris Pratt, aka Spider-Man and Star-Lord. Thanks for that, Disney. After Ian turns 16, he receives a present from his father, who died before he was born. The gift is a staff with a phoenix crystal and a spell incantation which allows Ian and Barley to bring their dad back for one whole day. However, when they try to do the spell, the incantation goes wrong, the crystal shatters, and all that gets reincarnated is half of their dad, so a pair of legs. So using Barley's quest of your knowledge, they go on this road trip with their dad's legs to find another phoenix crystal in order to finish the spell and spend as much time with their dad before the 24 hours is up. Normally I have a lot to say about Pixar movies, but this one, not so much. I enjoyed it, the story was cute, the characters were likable, the voice work was fine, the animation was gorgeous, but ironically, Onward, a film which is all about magic, is probably one of the least magical entries in the Pixar catalogue. It's by no means bad or boring, I just wasn't blown away by this film. Usually Pixar films have a lot of subtext and metaphor embedded in their stories, but Onward, while being a lovely enough story about brotherly love and stepping outside of your comfort zone, didn't hit me in the feels as hard as other Pixar movies have. I mean, this is coming right off the back of Toy Story 4, and I spent the last 20 minutes of that film absolutely sobbing. I definitely did cry in this film, but it just wasn't as cathartic as previous Pixar movies like Inside Out, Toy Story 4, or Up. But it did make me cry, so I have to give it points for that. It's got to that point with Pixar movies where I have to remember how much I cried watching it in order to judge how good it is. I guess with Onward, I wish it had just a little bit more to say. Like, the opening of this film explains that this was once a world filled with magic, but the development of technology made things more convenient and efficient, so the inhabitants of this world just stopped using magic. Which definitely relates to this whole plugged-in, technology-saturated, instant gratification world that we're living in right now. The writers were definitely trying to say something about modern times, but the ideas don't feel fully realized. Even the world that this film is set in doesn't feel fully realized. For starters, does this world even have a name? I don't think I caught it. Couldn't the writers think of a name to name this world just for the Pixar and Disney canon itself? The fact that it doesn't even have a name makes the film more forgettable because you don't even know what to refer to it as. And for a world that's filled with centaurs, unicorns, fairies, and dragons, it didn't feel particularly inviting. Like, there was no point while I was watching the movie where I was like, wow, that looks amazing, I want to go there. And so many of the Pixar and Disney movies, I've been like, oh, that looks gorgeous, I wish that was a real place, I want to go there. Again, there's magic everywhere in this film, but the aesthetic of the film just feels very bland and sanitized. The dad's legs as well was funny at first, but after a while it quickly ran out, no pun intended, of things to do. The jokes just didn't feel as sharp. But yeah, we finally have Disney's first openly gay character in one of their movies. I mean, she is a Cyclops called Officer Spectre, baby steps, but she is openly gay, she has a girlfriend and a stepdaughter, so progress. Okay, so I'm gonna start to wrap things up now. Objectively, Onward is actually a very good family movie. It's got a classic, it's not the destination, it's the journey narrative, it's beautifully made, it's got lots of heart, and the ending is strong. But amongst its brothers and sisters of the Pixar family, it does feel very middle of the road. Time to ask them 3 questions. Firstly, would I watch this again? I could watch this again, but there's about 16 other Pixar movies I would rewatch first before I rewatched Onward. Question number 2, do I recommend it for you guys? Yes, it's a great family film, kids will love it, parents will at least tolerate it, if not like it, and for anybody that has a sibling, the ending will really get to you. It got me, so yeah, I'd recommend it for anybody with a sibling. And what score do I give it out of 10? A good, not great, new entry from Pixar, so I'm going to give it Onwards a score of 6 out of 10. That was my review of Onwards, but as always guys, this is just one bloke's opinion. I'd love to hear from you guys. Have you guys seen Onwards? Did you like it? Did you not? Where you think, should let your voices be heard in that comment section down below. If you guys have enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, or maybe hit subscribe if you haven't already, and if you want to follow me on any social media, Twitter, Instagram, all that information is down in that video description below. Thank you guys so much for watching. For more things related to movies, TV, and popcorn culture, I'm Luke Carefield, and I'll see you next time.